Hello and good morning, my lovely Lego addicts. If I look exhausted, that is because I am. This is the second day of my holiday period festive break. I have been looking forward to this break for quite a long time, but also when it came, I was like, I'm exhausted and I'm now going to lie on the sofa. I bought myself a little Sudoku book because I love Sudoku, and I was just lying on the sofa doing Sudoku, not being on my phone, which is a really nice thing, just listening to Christmas carols, and I was thoroughly enjoying myself. I don't really want to complain, but as in because obviously I chose this career, but it's been a really long 2 weeks, so basically ended up working. We tend to work quite long hours anyway, so we tend to start at 8 and sort of finish at 6, plus an hour or 2 hour commute, so we end up being away from home from 6 till 7 or a bit longer usually, and it's kind of, it's manual labor, so it's quite hard on the body, and I think it's fine as long as you keep going, but when you stop, it really freaking hits you and it's hit me really hard. Anyways, I've not really been in his room for 2 weeks because we've just had a really long sort of end of the year time where we didn't even have a weekend, so it's kind of nice to be here and know that I have a few days to properly get stuck into some projects, and I'm feeling exhausted but excited. So basically I kind of want to finish the park. It's quite close, if I'm honest. The actual park is quite close, at least the romantic sort of more wild side is quite close. The other side is sort of in need of some inspiration, but I'm still not sure what I want to do with that one yet, so I'm not sure yet. I would like to really today have a look at my Ninjago MOC. So here it is. Wow. So this MOC here has been there for a long time. I really like that MOC, but I used to have it sitting next to Ninjago Gardens, but obviously it's now next to Market, so the path doesn't connect anymore. So what I would really like to do is make the path connect, and oh my god, my forehead looks massive. Make the path connect and also upgrade the temple at the top, because I don't love the temple anymore. I mean, I didn't really love it when I built it either, so I may just redo it, sort of also to get myself in a mood for mocking the City of Lantern stuff, because we have another City of Lantern thing coming out on January 1st, which I may be going to get, possibly. So that is kind of what I want to do. I want to add lights to some things as well, because there's 4 things that need lights, and they've needed lights for a while, and I just, even if they're just the basic lights behind the windows thing, then at least they'll come to life a little bit. So I think I'm gonna do that actually first, because that would just make me happy. That would be a quick win, and then we can go to mocking. So let's do that. First up is this baby. This has had no lights for so long, it's embarrassing. There's a whole video on this MOC if you wanted to see it, but I also still need to add the tiles in front. I want to add a little person, and I just want to make this sort of finished. So that is the aim. So let's go and get the lights, and I think I'm going to stick with a cool white interior lights, because it's an office. I feel like most offices have cool white light. So I'm going to just add those because I think that's most appropriate for the use of this building, and then I will be excited, basically. So in case you're wondering what my light situation's like, I'm very privileged. I have a lot of bits because I really like buying or choosing elements that I think are going to use, I'm going to use in the future. So I have for example, a lot of wireless connections with, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of wireless connectors. For those of you who don't know, they can connect 2 floors together, so you don't have wires holding them in place, so you can kind of remove your floors. But I'm never able to make them work very well. I find them really faffy. Personal opinion, probably, let's be honest, I'm doing something wrong because it's me, so Then I have loads of these because I use especially the warm ones a lot, but it's good because I have a lot of these cool whites, and the cool whites are perfect for this building, so this is what I need. Excellent. And I have a lot of these connector strips in different lengths, because that's just what you need when you put lights in, and then all these connectors and stuff. So I just basically, when I order things, I always add some DIY stuff because I need DIY stuff all the time. I always have those things of oh yeah, I'm gonna light up all my buildings, and then obviously I am terrible at actually doing that, but I'm gonna do it now. So let's just do a smooth transition, shall we? Like that. Hashtag queen of this, absolutely. So as you can see, I've added a little light behind there. I just thought I'd add a little bit of life there and make it not too dark. It is a blue light, so you can kind of see it there, but I think it looks quite nice. Obviously now you can see in the windows and see the office stuff. I really like that. And we've got some here, you can even see on Dwight's computer screen. And I've also added like a little light from Dunder Mifflin like sign. Sadly I didn't have like that in cool white, but it's fine. And now you could also see in the reception, so you can kind of see Pam working there. I think it looks really nice. I'm super happy. Plus I finished this. Yes, let me connect it and let's see what it looks like. Ta-da! It is ready. I actually think that having like this in cool white next to the bank, which is more warm white, I think it makes it a bit more different, which is what I was struggling with before. I think it looks really nice. I'm quite happy with it. I'm glad it's like it's come to life and it's now an actual building with lights, because I find that comes to life loads. I do think like I can't remember her name, her pink jumper really stands out like from a distance, but that's fine. I'm glad it has lights, so that's one achievement for today. Woohoo! Let's keep this going. I think next up has to be this remork, which is so sad and dark, next to this super bright one and this one, which is like in between stage. Oh my god, it's the next one done. Quite like the little lights on the side. I think that works. I also quite like that I generally accidentally made that side all cool white, which is a nice contrast between the warm white museum, but then obviously in here there is all the warm white. Yes, there is no interiors in here, which is now really obvious. I need to get around that sometime. And also the lights are shining through these white bricks, which isn't really an issue I have in a lot of places, so oh well. Admittedly, there is a few things that I still have to finish on this one anyway. There's a few bricks missing, and I wasn't going to order them because I wasn't going to use this in the actual city, but now I have. I probably should get on that. I added a little light to the style taste class sign here, and also this one's really lit up, so I feel like it has a nice vibe. I'm quite happy with it. I think it's cool, and it sort of starts that sort of downtown vibe quite well, so I'm quite happy with it. I really like this corner now. I think this is really sort of like vibey, so I'm gonna leave it that way. Yeah, yippee, I did something. I did things on my to-do list. Time to tackle these two. I may actually add light to this one first, because I'm not intending to add a lot of lights. I think I just want a light in the tea house and not in the garden, maybe under the bridge. That is basically what I'm planning, so let's get that one out. So this is the rebrickable instruction mock thing from Johanna XL. I have got a few pieces missing from the wrong colours, but overall I think it looks really pretty, and I just want to add really small amounts of lights. If you're an OG viewer, you will have seen this before when I made it, but this is my mock that was sitting next to the markets. I've always been unsure about the top level of it. I don't know. I like the lotus, but I don't really know about this middle thing, though I like the stall. That is basically where I've been for a really long time. There was a path connecting this bit to Lindargo City Gardens, which is what it was sitting next to, and then there was a continued path that way. So that was always really improvised, and I just never really loved it, and it was just kind of like a thing, but I really love the bottom floor, and I think that works really well. So I think what I need to do is just basically take that off, put this back next to Ninjago Markets, and see how I can connect it in a sort of more organic, obvious way, so we can start from scratch for the top floor. This is the connection on the ground floor, which I think is actually kind of fine. Like, that looks just organic to me. It can definitely be like that. Ta-da! This is mostly just a light test, but we've got a light in the tea house, we've got a light under the bridge, and we also have lights in this mock. I didn't realise that I made the lanterns blinky. That wasn't entirely the plan, but they are. I'm probably going to change that, but it was a lot of effort to get them in. Anyway, I think the thing feels very cozy and a bit Hobbit-like actually, because you can see the arches through those windows. I'm going to leave it there for now because I'm really tired. I've been here a few hours and I feel like I've done like quite a lot of things on my to-do list. I'm really glad that like some of these things have lights now, because they've just kind of been on my like to-do list for so bloody long. I will obviously continue my mock, but at the moment I'm not feeling like hugely inspired, so I think it's best to leave it, because otherwise I'm just going to get frustrated. So what I think I'm going to do is, my body's like saying I am very tired and I would like a nap, so I think I'm going to go back in the house, make myself a nice tea and just have a little nap. Anyway, that is my Christmas Eve. I hope you liked seeing some lights going in the city. I feel it's very appropriate for Christmas. Now I'm going to rest, because that's what Christmas is all about in my book at the moment. So thank you for joining me on this little nice, what feels like crafty Christmas Eve. Wishing you a very, very Merry Christmas. And just, if you're not celebrating Christmas, just a happy holidays time off, and I will see you very, very soon. Howdo! Say Merry Christmas from Mary.